There is a brake noise. It's very subtle. It's on the right rear. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to hear it. But it's very subtle. Very subtle. It sounds like it's the right rear. I'm not sure if this is drum or disc. It's likely disc. I think everything's disc nowadays. It's a 2012, but it kind of sounds a little bit like a drum, you know, kind of sound. I don't know if that makes any sense, but or maybe like a little bit of a rust ring. Brake lining's rubbing on a rust ring or something like that. It has a very slight brake pulsation. Feels like it's in the back. The steering wheel is not shaking. I do feel it in my pedal though. Like, I don't know why I'm filming this. Like, you can see a brake pulsation in my foot. But anyway, it's there. It's very slight. So it really depends on how much they beat up on this, if they notice it or not. Air filter looks good. It's not too bad. Recommend a throttle body service just as maintenance. It does have an oil leak down here. It's hard to show, but it is the timing chain cover. A little bit of glazing on the belt. No noises, and everything seems fine. No cracks. Terminals are tight. Transmission fluid smells a little bit burn up a little bit, but this guy has a lot of miles on it. I'm not too sure about doing a change on it. Fluid in the brake reservoir isn't too bad. I am going to test that with my meter. I didn't hear any exhaust leaks, no weird rattles, no pulling, no bearing noises except for the right rear, which sounds is a brake noise. All the lights work. The wipers look like they're in good shape, not cracked or anything. No cracked windows. All the windows and everything works. That's cracked there. We got a little bit of body damage, nothing big. It's actually pretty straight except for that. The body's actually in really good shape. A paint job would be really good for this thing. You get a paint job on this thing, look great. Very small amounts of damage. This thing runs great. Plenty of power. Oil change looks like it was just done not too long ago. It's clean. Inspections due in October of this year. Is Pico Diagnostics. We're going to go to the battery test, and I got to get some information first, so I'm going to look on the battery. First I want to show my setup though. I got a 2000 amp probe here on the positive, right? I like to put these in the very center. If I have top post, I like to put them in the very center. That way I'm reading off of the actual battery, and I'm not touching the terminals or any of that stuff. So if there's an issue between the terminal and the battery post itself, I can pick it up with that. This is a 500 cold cranking amp. It's 81 right now. Let's do 30 seconds. 30. We'll take the extended drop test off. We're going to do our test now. Start it up. Hit the start button, and I will start the engine. Alright, that's our test. Let me shut this off. State of charge 90%, so that's good. This is the battery we're looking at right now. Voltage drop 2.6, that's pretty good. Internal resistance, we get that, which is good. Capacity is 452, that's pretty good. Condition is good. Starter motor is a little bit of resistance there. It's in the yellow, it's not too bad. Charging is at 100%, and current 17.6 amps. If we zoom in here, you can see a couple things. This is when I turn the key on, and right here is where I crank it. This is about 30-40 amps here, which is normal, and it comes up to 450-ish, somewhere around 450. You can see how it was under 12 volts here, and then it slowly climbed up, right? And this is charging voltage. So that's good. And you can see that here the amperage is going down because the battery is accepting a charge. And you can see right here, see this right here, this little hump that goes down and up. If you were watching while I was taking this capture, you would have heard the fans come on. This was the fans coming on. Pulled the amperage up a little bit, voltage came down a little bit, and it recovered. Everything is good with the starter, alternator, and the battery. We can print this out. I'm going to save this, print it out. Customer will have this and know they have a good battery and state of charge, charging system, starter, all that stuff is good. The starter's getting some resistance there, but I don't have a real spec for that, so I don't really know if that means anything, to be honest with you. I guess there's a rule of thumb, otherwise it wouldn't be yellow, but yellow is good to me. Front tires are about 3 to 3.5 30 seconds, rears are about 4 to 4.5, and this is the noise I was talking about. Very subtle, just a little bit of rubbing, a little bit of dry rot on the tires. Not too bad. This one's a lot quieter, or something scraping on it in there. I don't know if you can see. Let me get this in here. Up on that ridge there. Maybe that's what the noise is on the other side. A little something scraping on that. And it's just a little bit of the rust there. Calipers do slide. Nice and free. The suspension, brakes in the back look good, exhaust looks good, all the bushings look good, shocks look good. I'm sure they probably wouldn't mind being updated, but there's nothing wrong with them. This thing handles well, doesn't bounce around or nothing. There, okay, we have 7.5 30 seconds is at 350 thousandths of an inch. That's the noise right here. This hardware is rubbed through a little bit. This is just like a little bit of a spring. That's what was rubbing on this. But I'm going to see if I can get this to fit in there a little bit better. It looks like it was, you see it's ground out there. Looks like it was not really installed correctly. These things slip a little when you put them in. Just kind of like an anti-rattle clip. The front rotors, except for an SI, this is not an SI. Front is 827 thousandths. And the rear is 354 thousandths. On the rear, I have 350 thousandths, and on the front, I have 818 thousandths. So this basically needs front and rear rotors. When it comes time for inspection, if they don't check the rotor thickness, it'll probably pass. But if they do check the rotor thickness, that will fail. Pulsation in the back, which has a runout spec, but I'm not even going to measure that. You have runout and parallelism. They're already past the minimum. 9 and 30 seconds in the front and 7.5 in the back. Everything looks good underneath. Suspension looks good. No excessive leaks other than that timing chain leak, which is not really excessive. It's just a leak. Air filter is good. Brake fluid. I could recommend brake fluid flush. It's not bad, but it's a service that should be done about every 2 years. It should be done. I don't know if it was ever done before. All the lights are good, and tires are good. A little bit of dry rot on them, nothing to worry about. And I think that's it. Oh, the battery, the alternator, and the starter are all in good condition. Wipers are good. Windows are good. Everything is good.